What's going on, guys? Welcome to Beyond Politics. This is an in-depth conversation where we bring our perspective to relevant political topics of the day. I'm your host, Jared, and with me as always is Seth. So we got a question for you guys. Are you one of the many people who despise both of these presidential candidates and don't know who to vote for in less than a week? Great, because we got 5 new reasons for you to despise Hillary Clinton even more. Don't you worry, hashtag I'm with her, people. We have a similar video coming out for Trump soon. So our goal with this video is to primarily leave our opinions out of it and just present facts. So even if you support Hillary Clinton's policies, there's still information that you should consider. All right, so hitting it off with number 1, Seth, why don't you tell us a little bit about the first reason that you should not vote for Hillary Clinton?
Number 1, we're going to start with the big one. She's a pathological liar. There's many instances throughout her political career that she's been caught in lies, and I think quickly, Jared, you should run through a couple of them.
Yeah, definitely. So first one we got is she was blamed Benghazi on a YouTube video. This has been disproven multiple times. We all know it's not true. Back in 2012, she blamed Benghazi on a YouTube video, which is insanity.
Made the protest get out of hand, and we lost American lives.
Exactly. Another one, she created a private email server and deleted thousands of emails and lied about the content of them. She said that thousands of emails were about yoga and Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Really?
Like, better excuses. Come on.
Thousands of emails about yoga.
Thousands.
What 70-year-old has thousands of emails about yoga?
I don't even know what 70-year-old has thousands of emails.
Good point. Another big one, landing under sniper fire in Bosnia. So this is kind of why we say pathological liar, because she lies about things that don't even, like, who cares? There's no reason for her to lie about this.
And we have clear video evidence of completely
of her hugging a child on the landing strip.
When she had to get rushed off the tarmac.
Exactly.
Okay.
And she said she misspoke, so I don't know how you misspeak about that, but you know.
Yeah.
Another one, she said that she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary, who climbed Mount Everest. Unless Hillary wasn't named until she was 6 years old, this is false, because he didn't climb Mount Everest until Hillary Clinton was already 6 years old. So another meaningless lie.
While the information of the lie, who cares whether she was named after him or not, but why lie about it? Like, you don't need to. You know, what benefit is it giving you to make this lie? I feel like she just has this need to lie.
Yeah, especially when she says all the time about how consistent of a candidate she is.
Oh yeah, most consistent.
And then this one is very amusing to me. She claimed that she had been turned down by the Marines in 1975. So you're telling me that someone who is an up-and-coming lawyer who's about to marry the future president Bill Clinton decides to just ditch all that and go enlist in the Marines? So I mean, this has been disproven, by multiple fact checkers and stuff like that. But it's just another, like, why would you have to lie about this? There's no reason to do it.
It'd be very interesting to see a Hillary that went into the military, though. I don't know what kind of person that creates, but it would be fascinating to see.
That is true. It couldn't have created worse. All right. So she was she's criminally investigated by the FBI twice. So Hillary Clinton has made history. Is it the fact that she's the first female to run for presidential office? Nope, that's not right. It's because she's the only presidential candidate who has been federally investigated by the FBI, not once but twice.
Yeah, I think she broke records right when the first time she was corrected.
And
she's
hitting new glass ceilings, man. Exactly,
always breaking through the glass ceiling. And she's great. She broke her record. You got to applaud her for that.
There you go.
Well done. Now it's going to be that much harder for someone else to come up and break that. So, good on her, man. Good job.
Yeah, man, definitely. I think it's amusing because you had, just a few weeks ago, people on the right were super pissed off and ticked off with James Comey, who's the director of the FBI, for saying that he wouldn't recommend an investigation against her. And then now when he's bringing another federal investigation on her, people on the left are criticizing him like crazy, and people on the right are saying, oh yeah, no, he's this great. He's got, this awesome record, and he's a great director of the FBI.
Yeah, he's in a horrible position, let's be honest. I do not envy him in any way.
Oh, and if Hillary Clinton wins this election, then you can bet that his career is over.
I don't know. But I think this is one of the most, embarrassing attributes about her. Like, to have a president that, granted, innocent until proven guilty. She has not been proven guilty of anything. But it's kind of
But
a
who
little
gets
interesting
federally investigated by the FBI twice?
And we do know that she had the server. We do know that she
Exactly.
deleted emails. We do know she lied about it. We do know that some of them contain classified information. So,
and even James Comey said, when he recommended that the everything she did wasn't criminal, however, it was insanely reckless, and anyone in her position should have known better.
So I want a president that's insanely reckless, and then the FBI says that she should know better.
Exactly. Hashtag
Sounds
I'm
like a
with her.
2-year-old.
Yeah, so this information was brought about by a Muslim Brotherhood mole, Huma Adabin, yeah, I can't say that one. And then a pedophile / pervert, Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner. It's great, right? It's a perfect, suitable last name for him.
That's why the second investigation got started, right? Because they found a bunch of these deleted emails on his computer.
Yeah, when they were investigating him for his child pornography and being a pedophile.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of
and I mean, let's be clear. Like, her emailing him, I don't think is a problem. Like, she didn't know, most likely, that he did this. But the fact that now he has these emails that didn't exist on her server because she'd gotten rid of them. Now they have new information, and they can prove that more information she shared with people she wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, definitely. This is a huge thing that's happening just before the election cycle, so we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I don't know what it means for the election, though. I mean, it's so close. Like, it can't get momentum, I think, to affect that much change.
We'll see, man. Donald Trump will hit it hard. But so that's another one. What's the third one, man?
Third one is going to be an inconsistency of policy. Now, the first two topics were more of her character. Now, this is getting into her political policies and how throughout her political career she's been inconsistent while now repping being the most consistent of any candidate.
Yeah.
And you can explain a couple of instances where she was, in fact, inconsistent, misspoke, whatever you want to use.
Exactly. And like we said, even if you agree with these policies, she still flip-flop back and forth on them. So, I mean, in 2013, she officially came out and said that she supports same-sex marriage, where even just 3 short years earlier, there's video of her saying that, she doesn't agree with same-sex marriage, and she thinks that the more traditional marriage and civil unions should be the law of the land. Back in 1996, Clinton was for free trade and the NAFTA agreement, saying that it's, it's a good thing for our economy and it'll be great. And then in 2008, she said that we need to take a break from NAFTA because she doesn't agree with, what it's been doing. Then as Secretary of State in 2011, she praised the TTP agreement, saying that it promotes not just growth, but better growth. And then just a year ago, she openly said that she's not in favor of the TTP. So she's just kind of flip-flapping back and forth. Back in the 1990s, she said that, or she praised the crime bill, which was essentially getting more cops out into the streets and kind of enforcing more laws and stuff like that. And now she's saying criminal justice reform is a serious issue that we need to be looking at in the United States. Even though the crime law worked, if you're looking at statistics and stuff like that, crime and violent crime in the United States has gone down since the 1990s. So that would lead one to think that it worked. However, now Hillary Clinton doesn't.
No, dude, the media told me that we have the crime's horrible now.
Exactly. So. So yeah, man, that's another reason. Moving on to reason number 4, Hillary Clinton is corrupt. I don't think there's much of a way to look around it, but why don't you go ahead and tell us some of the reasons why she is?
Okay, a lot of them. Let's start with the paid speeches. While Secretary of State, she got paid to speak for special interest groups, millions and millions of dollars, all throughout her while she was Secretary of State. And I think this is just a conflict of interest. Like, you can't be Secretary of State and then going around and giving these speeches and taking money from the people that
foreign donors.
Exactly, people you're campaigning against and you're saying are bad, but then you're on the back end just gobbling up all their money. Next is the Clinton Foundation. Clintons have made millions off of it. They've taken donations, they've filtered it through it. I mean, we had with the email server brought to light a lot with the DNC and funneling money for Clinton through it, and that's just corrupt, and that's not corrupt. The way it's.
And even when she
work.
was Secretary of State, she was getting these donations from countries who we like are in direct conflict with. You know what I mean? Like she would be getting millions of dollars from countries who throw gays off rooftops and don't support women's rights, where she claims to be this huge advocate of women's rights and gay rights and stuff like that. But she's accepting these donations from these people.
Mm-hmm. And I think you really can't argue that money provides influence. I mean,
yeah,
there's no way that she took millions of dollars and it completely like didn't affect her, or they didn't have a little bit of influence on her, or
it's definitely
whatever.
A conflict of interest.
Yeah. So you want to keep going through them?
Yeah. Then you have Whitewater in the 1970s and 80s. You had dozens of people tried. 15 people were convicted during this, including McDouglas, who was kind of their primary partner in the scandal. You had Troopergate, where basically Arkansas state troopers claim that they were forced to kind of arrange relationships with Bill Clinton with these other women. You have Juanita.
And now she's so pro-women.
Exactly. And then you have Juanita Broadwick and Paula Jones, who claimed that Bill Clinton sexually assaulted them. However, Hillary Clinton has been covering it up for years and spoke out against it. You have Travelgate. And then on top of all of that, she defended a rape victim.
She defended the rape victim and then laughed about getting the rape,
or a child rapist. Yeah, she defended.
Yeah, getting him off
the hook.
Just like a year and a couple
10 months.
Probation.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. So yeah, these are 4 big reasons. Honestly, if you need a 5th one right now, I mean,
the 5th one you can throw in the fact that she wants to go after constitutional amendments. I mean, the fact that she doesn't understand what the Supreme Court stands for and how she thinks it's for the people. I mean, there's so many little things that you can throw into this 5th reason that we really didn't want to dedicate a whole reason to it, but just to do your own due diligence, you know?
Yeah, look up. There's plenty of reasons. We just listed 4 really solid ones, but just for kicks and giggles, we'll give you another one. So back in the debate in last October, Anderson Cooper asked her who her biggest enemies were, and she said Republicans in the NRA. Alongside with Iran. So apparently Republicans in the NRA are just as bad
on
as
the
Iran.
same level.
Exactly. Yeah. And, you know, like whatever side of the aisle you're on, I think most people would agree that we need to come together and unite and work with people on the opposite party and stuff like that to get stuff done and not be in this gridlock that we've been in for years. So that doesn't really sound like a person who wants to unite the country.
Yeah, division in a country this big and this powerful is not helpful. And you start making enemies with yourself, and then you start fighting yourself, and then it just makes it easier and easier to just slowly fall. And I think that could be dangerous with a president that isn't for unifying the country and says on the same level Iran, terrorists, and half of America?
Yeah, exactly.
Republicans make up a large amount of America.
Yeah, and I know it's not unifying at all, and it's not progress that we need to see made, especially not by the presidential, hopeful wannabe.
Yeah.
So, guys. So this has been our 5 reasons. If you have a different 5 reasons, comment below. Let us know. This has been Beyond Politics. As always, thanks for listening, guys. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Be sure and check out our Peanut Gallery podcast that we upload every Monday, where we give our unprofessional and significant opinions about the most important and significant topics of the day. We have another video coming up about Trump later on in the week, so be sure and check that out.
Excited for that?
Yeah, that one's going to be another good one. So remember, guys, this is Beyond Just Politics. Tell us who you plan to vote for and why. Comment below, and we'll see you guys next time.